Good morning. It's early in the morning. Um, should I take this towards the light? But then I have to hold my phone and I have muscle pain. Anyway, please bear with me. Um, I'm thinking of Mr. Ratan Lal Brahmachary, and as per my mother, his younger brother was Manik Lal Brahmachary. My mother has had eye surgery. Don't worry, she's recovering quite well, but she cannot be on a mobile phone now, and it's not possible for her to call from a landline for various reasons. Uh, and I think she can use a mobile again in April. That's why I can't verify many details with her. So if I'm wrong, I'll correct these details later. But I'm sure that Mr. Rotundal Brahmachari is related to me by blood. Um, it's that he didn't follow the herd. At that time, men were supposed to be doctors and engineers. In a Bengali family like this, um, our socioeconomic level, which was at that time higher middle class. And from another side of my family, you were allowed to do government jobs, but certain people in this side of the family weren't too happy if they did jobs as clerks. Anyway, this family line, that family line, it's getting really confusing. Uh, but anyway, from Mr. Rotunland's side, I think doctors and engineers were allowed, business wasn't allowed. And someone who uh, studies animals from the angle of zoology, oh, no, no, that was frowned at. And um, he had a very good science background. And there are various aspects of science. I'll just check his credentials once more. Nevertheless, he followed his passion to study big cats. That wasn't approved by many close minded people of our relatives. He followed his heart, he followed his passion. Wow, and he was qualified and educated in various aspects of science. Last time I was checking him on Google. Right now, my computer is switched off. Sorry, I ramble so much. But if someone could tell me more about him, he is no more now. It's just that as a child, I had many questions on animals and plants. My father, he loved animals and plants. He was a doctor, MBBS, microbiologist, um, who researched mainly on germs. But when he started researching on bacteria and zoonotic diseases, a little bit, not so much, especially bacteria. Uh, Sorry, I may get some facts wrong. I'm not a scientist. But anyway, he started studying the cell structure of animals and plants too. I did gardening with him. So I had many questions on animals and plants, and he loved to answer them. Sometimes he didn't know the answer. At that time, we didn't have Google. Then he consulted books and his friends who studied and taught those subjects. I remember when he was dying, he knew he was dying. He told XYZ blood relation that my daughter has many questions on animals and birds, plants, and science. Please don't let them go unanswered. But this relative of mine, he thought that science should be used from what he defined as for a practical purpose. So, if you want to know what snails eat, then you will be shamed and punished. And you'll be compared to other children who do not make careless mistakes in mathematics. Um, I have seen a snail eating paper. And what is paper made of? Paper is made of pulp, I guess, and pulp sourced from natural sources. So, okay, they're liking a certain kind of paper. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I want to know more about this. I'll go to Google. I'll visit sites which are scientific, written by scientists to get the answer. Now, when I was a child, I would want to know these answers. Uh, Someone said that, okay, but I'm not a zoologist, I'm an engineer. Uh, these answers are in an encyclopedia. Uh, but you may find most of these answers in an encyclopedia for grown ups because at that time, maybe the library close by, it may not have had so many books on zoology with this answer. We didn't have the internet then. But he wondered what the answer was. And then the other person said, go to library. That will give you some exercise. When I see you swim and run. Bad. No, no, not swimming. Swimming I was good. So sorry. When I see you run. Good meaning for those days, that standard in the swimming pool. Good. Yeah. Not good for many countries and schools around the world, and especially nowadays where they're excellent swimmers. Um, I see you run. Can't run like snail. Don't even run. Yeah, I mean, at track and fields, athletics, I wasn't good, but I was good at acrobatics. Anyway, but somehow track and field races, 100-meter race, this is the cherry on the cake for all sports, according to many people. Yeah, okay. So you need exercise. And then if you can't find, then stop thinking about useless thing. Come, do maths. Go do maths here. And I know you'll get some wrong. Look at this person, get some all right. Both of you will do sums. This isn't the answer. But anyway, and then my grandma came, and my grandma said, there's someone who can give you the answer. Believe me, he loves animals, birds, plants, and he is my cousin. My mother said that he was grandma's cousin. I'll again verify. But he's related to me. He definitely said that. And um, we didn't know when he'd come to India. I wanted to meet him, but certain people in the family said, "What has he done with his life? Is he engineer, doctor? Had I been in his place, I would be big, 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 big engineer. Owner of company." I don't know, all of those who've had dinners with and lunches and many talks and who've explored the world together and conducted scientific study with Mr. Ratan Lal. Did he ever tell you about these? He didn't even know about me. He just knew that, okay, there's a side of my family out there and they also have children and grandchildren. But oh, if I could meet him then. My mother, she replied, see, I can read Bengali quite well. Let me see if any Bengali storybook these answers are there. Then others would say that, in storybooks, what animals eat may be different from what they eat in real life. And then someone else said, what? You are encouraging this? Buy the maths book. Only do mathematics. Brain Chorcha is through that. What rubbish talk is being encouraged in this family, which is chupring, 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 chupring. But anyway, I want to know more about him. And right now, I'm not going through a very financially good phase, and there are many books I have to read. Uh, and so many books pertaining to my office research, which is a very reputed place and is academic. But when I'm in a position to read and position to buy, I want to buy his books. I listened to a short story written by him online in Bengali. So yeah, please, I would like to know more about him, what he was like in real life. And I know this is a long video, but I have a lot of respect for him. To follow his heart and passion and not have herd mentality in this family. And you may want not to follow the herd, but he didn't follow the herd. And I don't blame those who have to take those hackneyed careers, because even if they don't, they may have to live, survive in this ruthless capitalistic world where we are all rats and racing. And the survival of the so-called fittest, uh, fittest in the terms of, I guess, money, power, etc., is lauded. He went his own way. But I'm also a rat, semi-rat. Though when I'm working for this office, I'm less of a rat. Because My current boss is quite understanding, so I'm less of a rat. So the world around me make me a rat or a mouse. So yeah, I know this is a channel for small and big cats, small cats rather than big cats, and dogs too. Uh, Nevertheless, I made this video. Oh, it's getting too long, and I don't know if I'll be able to upload it. I was thinking of other things, but this is again too long. But please, I want to know more about Mr. Ratan Lal Brahmachary and his brother Manik Lal. Please, please, please. From people who knew him in real life. And that'll also help me to formulate this family tree, juicy or non juicy.